Hi, this is Sanford Wellness Center, and I'm Deb. So welcome to our practice today, which is a little bit out of the box. If you're like me, you've been doing a lot more sitting than usual. And today's practice, called Chained to a Chair, is not necessarily to encourage you to do yoga on your bottom, but rather to encourage you to maybe sneak a little yoga in while you're stuck on your bottom. So let's begin. Oftentimes in our yoga practice, you can just move your chair away from your desk a little bit. Your computer could even be open. Let's begin by taking a couple of deep breaths. We'll start out with a triangle breath. So inhale, arms above your head. And then inhale, open your arms wide and maybe reach through with your chest. And exhale, bring your hands into prayer. 2 more triangle breaths. Inhale, reach high. And then inhale again, reach wide, and maybe allow your neck to tip back just a little bit. And then exhale, bring it in. Inhale up. Extending maybe a little higher than you think you can, getting that stretch long for your side body. And then inhale wide. And exhale, bringing that in. Now, this time, let's take that big, deep inhale up, interlace your fingers, and drop them right back behind your head. Take your elbows wide and exhale, and then inhale your chest up, your chin up, arching through your spine, and just breathe here. Inhale, and exhale. Just opening up a little bit through that tight neck and tight shoulders. On your next inhale, bring your arms high again, straighten the spine, and exhale, bring your hands back, maybe reaching back to the back edge of the chair, rolling your shoulders toward your ears and down your spine, lifting into your chest, let your head go back, maybe create a little arch in your back, maybe even hitch forward just an inch or two, to bring that rounding into your back. And then go ahead, straighten the shoulders, and come forward. In a practice like you see today, you could easily do this at your desk, and you could easily do part of this in about 5 seconds, well, 5 minutes. Take a break and come back and do another part in a little while. Let's go ahead and move our necks, get some stretching out there. So inhale up. This time on the exhale, bring your palms both back behind and draw your left hand over toward your right hip. Seal it there. And then reach the right arm high. And on the exhale, place the palm on the temple, fingers surround the ear, and gently lift your head away from your neck. Pull it off to the side and press down. And breathe, feeling that nice stretch between the ear and the shoulder. Then pulling the fingertips over the crown, onto the cheek, bring your 2 fingers, index finger and second finger, toward your jaw, and turn your chin parallel over to the side. You could certainly do it without the fingers, but just using that little pressure to extend the stretch a little farther than you might normally do with just muscle alone can add an extended benefit for you. And now, go ahead and bring that back to center. Release both arms up. Interlace your palms. Bring your hands back to that previous stretch, elbows wide, but instead of rolling back into your spine, let's take our elbows to the ceiling. Lift up, and then roll forward, elbows toward your knees. Thumbs hooked behind the occipital lobes, those 2 little bony protrusions in your neck, allowing just the gentle weight of your arms to kind of pull your neck a little deeper into that stretch. And then inhale, lifting back up. Arms go straight. And then we sweep our hands behind us again, bringing the right hand over to that left hip. Go ahead, reach the left arm high. Bring the palm to the temple, fingers surround the ears. Just reaching through as though your head were on a rubber band. And then gently press as you bring the ear toward your shoulder. And breathe. And then once more, allow the fingers to glide over the crown and press your head back to straight. Bring your index and your second finger together. Bring them to the side of your jaw and go ahead and turn your jaw to the side. This time, go ahead and release the twist, but keep your fingers together. Bring them underneath your chin and start to look up. When you've reached the fullest extension of your stretch, just a little pressure to bring your chin just a little higher, causing just a little bit greater release into your neck. And release. Now, you can actually do a sun salutation in your desk. Say what? Well, not a complete sun. No plank, no chaturanga, no up dog, down dog, but you can at least do a half sun salutation. And it brings a little relief to your hips. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move my chair a little bit more to the side. We'll inhale, breathe high. And this time on the exhale, sweep the arms wide and come on down to a forward fold. On your next inhale, bring your palms up to your knees and reach forward, stretch forward, pressing back through your hips, using your hands to grip your outer thighs, pulling the elbows back and reaching the crown forward. And then exhale again and release. Inhale, bring it up. And let's do that again. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, palms to the outer thigh, pressing back with the elbows, pressing back with the hips and lengthening through the crown of the head. And exhale, release down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold it low. Inhale, palms to the outside of the thighs, pressing back through the elbows and the hips, shoulders away from ears, lengthen out to the top of your crown of your head. And then exhale, sweep it down. Go ahead and come back to a straight seated position. Maybe while you're working on the computer, you could begin to just cross one ankle above the other. And from here, just bring your left hand down to that thigh. Maybe allow the right hand to join and press downward. Coming into a little seated pigeon pose, using that gentle pressure to open up the hip and extend. This practice can be really nice if you've just got a few minutes, or if you don't have space for that yoga mat, or you don't have the mindwidth or the bandwidth for a full practice. From here, let's draw the knee over and bring the heel to the hip. You can leave your right foot flat on the floor, or you can extend it long. Coming into a half cow face pose, you could even, if you like, scooch back a bit and bring that bottom foot up and under, coming into the full expression of the pose right at your chair. Possible to just simply pull back on the ankles, or to reach the left arm high and slide it down your back and bring the right arm around. Now, you can simply lay the hands down your back. You can omit the hands entirely, or if you're able to, you can see that my hands meet in back. Your call, your decision here. And now from this particular position, maybe you decide to release that right foot, left foot, bring the right foot forward, and maybe you scooch back a little forward again, and tuck that toe underneath the calf, open arms wide, and then drawing the right arm above the left, come into Eagle Pose, right here at your desk. Obviously the balance element is missing, but you have the internal rotation of shoulders and hips and the compression that are the hallmarks of the pose. With a breath, begin to lift the elbows up and bring an arch into the spine. Leaning back, maybe even leaning back over the back of your chair, depending on your orientation on the chair. And then go ahead and release. Uncross your legs and feel the energy beginning to flow through your body. We're only about 10 minutes into your practice, and already you might feel a sense of renewal. Let's go ahead and finish up on the other side. Bring your ankle up to your thigh and find that comfortable place where you can simply press a little bit into that thigh, opening up the hips even as you remain chained to your chair. And then maybe you begin to bring your hand to your ankle and you draw that knee across, coming into a half cow face pose, and breathe. Or maybe you decide to scoot back just a little bit in your chair and draw that bottom foot up, coming into a complete expression of the pose. Breathing here. And again, maybe you draw one arm up, drop it back behind you, bring the other behind your spine, interlacing the fingers or just laying the palms comfortably behind you. And now, once again, releasing, allowing your bottom leg to retouch the ground, scooting forward just a little, maybe working that right toe up against the calf or maybe even behind it. Arms come long, left arm passes over right. We fold at the elbows. You can bring your hands to your shoulders, backs of palms to backs of palms, or grab that top thumb in the complete expression of the pose. And then begin to breathe, the elbows high, as you roll back into your shoulders and the upper spine. And just breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in. And on the exhale, release and come to square. Now, if you have a few extra minutes, you might consider leaving your chair for just a second or two, leaning forward, weight to the backs of your heels, light in the fronts of your feet, bringing your hands to your thighs, lifting the bottom off the chair, knees together, hips together, and perhaps raising your biceps to your ears, coming into a pose alternately known as fierce, lightning, or guess what? Chair pose. Breathe here. And now maybe you exhale, bringing your hands to prayer. And just for fun, maybe you take a twist. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale, working your right shoulder over your left. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Then inhale back to center. And exhale, other side, second side. Left elbow, right thigh, and bringing that right shoulder over the left. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, arms go high. Inhale here. And exhale, bring your palms back down and have that seat again. Now, maybe you decide to get back to work, or maybe you continue on for just a few minutes. Let's take your legs to the side. Little side saddle position. Coming close to the edge of the chair, you could potentially drop your right leg down and raise your arms up high. Coming into an equestrian pose, strong and straight between the crown of your head, your hips, and that back knee. And just breathe. Maybe you choose to stay here or bring your hands to prayer. And maybe you decide you could extend that back leg long, coming into a little bit of a crescent, or maybe rotating that foot to 45 and finding a seated warrior one. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And on the exhale, opening up. Warrior two. Right at your desk. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more big breath, stretching through the fingertips. And then exhale, bring it closed. And maybe you draw that back foot in just for a moment and lift the front knee up. Coming in to Pigeon Pose, stretching that back foot back behind the chair. Hands to your shin. Chin goes high. Or maybe you say, you know, I've got some time. I'll let my pigeons sleep. Bring it down into that nice deep stretch and low hips. And breathe. You can allow your arms to fall to the ground. Or maybe you'd like to add a twist. Bringing hands up. Reach your palms high. Bring them down to prayer. And then take your left elbow and nestle it right in to your left arch. Reaching the shoulders toward the ceiling. And breathing here. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. And then inhale. Bring it up. And one more time, go ahead and bring your leg down, coming in to the front of your chair. Let's take a big breath up. And on the exhale, ease your right hand toward your knee and take your left hand back. Maybe you take it all the way back behind your chair, reaching for the back side of the chair and bring that into a twist. Gaze goes over the shoulder. And breathe. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing in. And release, coming out of the twist. We have the other side to do, so you could skip ahead and do the other side, or if you have some time, you could follow me and lift out of that chair for just a moment. Bring it up to one big stretch. Inhale here. And on the exhale, step your right foot back behind the left. Bring your arms down, right arm down to that thigh, coming into a little twist. Back arch here, and a little twist. Pose of Krishna. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathe it in. And on the exhale, spine straight, bring it around. Maybe your hands come to prayer, or maybe they come to rest on your table in your chair, and you kneel into your knees a little bit. Then bringing your right leg behind the left, maybe you choose to lift that right leg up. Coming in to pose of Jiva. Breathe here. An inhale. And an exhale. And an inhale. And an exhale. Breathe it in. And then set that right leg down and step behind your chair. Go ahead. Let's take our right toe out to 90 degrees. And maybe we just draw our toe to our ankle. Or maybe we bring it up to our calf. Or maybe, if you really need the stretch today, you bring that heel up to your thigh. Coming into a tree pose. Breathing in and out. Spine long, shoulders down. Finding a just stay off in a distance. Eyes away from that computer for just a moment or two. And now go ahead and exhale. Bring that foot down, toe to 45. Other toe extends out to 45. Or maybe we can rotate them a little deeper and sink down. Whoa! If your chair has wheels, this could be dangerous. And sink down, coming into Goddess Pose. Hands can come to thighs, or they can rest on the back of the chair. And just breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. And then standing upright one more time. Draw your right foot in. Take that left foot out to 90 degrees and maybe bring it into your ankle. Maybe back to your calf, just not your knee. Or maybe you bring it up to your thigh. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And on the exhale, step that foot out to the side. Bring the right foot in and take the left foot back behind. Reaching arms high. This time we drop the right arm back. Coming in one more time to that pose of Krishna. Little back arch, little twist, long stretch. And then hands can come to prayer. We fold our knees. Or maybe just for balance in those work shoes. You bring your hand to the back of the chair and lift that knee. Coming into Jiva Squat. And breathe. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing in. And on the exhale, bring it down. And then maybe you step around to the side and bring your hands to the chair and walk your feet back just a little bit, coming into a down dog here. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and out and in and out. Then inhale, walk it in and rise. Hand to the back of the chair. Maybe you bring your foot up. Maybe you bring your hand to your knee, standing tall. Or maybe you drop it down and hop that back foot back a little bit. Coming in to a little bit of a lunge and breathe. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. And then inhale, pressing back through your backside. Maybe you bring your hand to the back of the chair and find yourself in a little modified pyramid pose. And just breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And on the exhale, fold the knee and bring that foot down to the ground. Maybe you bring the other leg up. Take your hands down inside and hop the ground away. Maybe for you, if your chair is stable, you can bring it low. Or as we did on the other side, you can keep it high. Coming into that big lizard stretch and breathe. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out and in and out. And then walking your hands back, maybe taking them to the top of the chair. Come on into that stretch as we do a modified pyramid pose using our chair. And breathe. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Breathe in. And on the exhale, fold the knee and bring your palm inside and step it back. Coming one more time into your downward facing dog. Maybe your head goes a little lower. Maybe you bend your knees. Maybe you straighten it out and breathe. And then walking forward, you come to take that seat on your chair. Last side, those lunge poses. Drop the foot down, the left foot down. Right foot stays firm and we raise up. And inhale here, reaching through the fingertips. Spine is long. And exhale here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, perhaps you bring it down and stretch that foot back a little bit. Coming in, toes to the ground, to a little bit of a crescent pose. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. On the exhale, sweep that hand down and open up. Coming into Warrior Two, right here in your chair. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And on the exhale, hands come down. And maybe we draw that front foot up. Shin parallel to the chair. And maybe we drop that back foot down, toe closest to the ground as we can in those work shoes. And pressing up, we come to our king pigeon. And then folding down, we let our pigeon sleep. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And then on the inhale, rise. Arms go high. And then bring them into prayer. And maybe you nestle that right elbow up to the right arch. Come on in. To pigeon with a twist. Back knee pointing toward the ground as much as you can in those dress shoes. And just breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. And in. And out. And then inhale, bring your hands up. And we rise, coming back right into your seat. And now let's finish up with a little cat and cow right here in your chair. So scoot forward and bring your palms toward your knees. On the inhale, roll your shoulders back, pull your elbows back and arch into your spine. And on the exhale, cross your arms and roll back. And then inhale, draw your hands to the outside of the thighs and arch your back. And exhale, cross your arms the other way and pull back into your arms, pull it forward. And inhale. And exhale, come on forward, right where you are. So we've worked maybe 25 minutes, maybe a half an hour. And while it's not a complete yoga workout, I'm sure you're feeling better than you were when you began. This is a workout that can work when you're chained to your chair, whether that's making a home office between the kids and the dog and the preschooler, or whether you traditionally work for home. When you're crowded in a small space and you can't even roll out the mat, or when you're limited by your attire, or maybe you have some mobility or recovery issues where standing poses aren't available to you. Chair can give you a good deep stretch. And with that, let's take a big inhale up and bring our hands to prayer. As always, I thank you for the gift of your time and for playing yoga with me today. With that, I humbly bow. Namaste.